Vanessa Warwick, and this is GTV's Ghoulbangers Ball.
On April 17th, 2025, Ghost uploaded the very first episode of Ghoulbangers Ball to their YouTube channel, a brand new series created to share all the behind-the-scenes moments and stories from the Skeletour. The show is hosted by the charming Vanessa Warwick, who in each episode interviews fans, plays fun games with them, shares concert highlights, and reveals interesting facts and bits of local culture from every city the band visits. But who exactly is Vanessa Warwick, and how did she end up joining the Ghost universe? Most fans probably know Vanessa from these recent videos, but there's so much more to her story. Vanessa Warwick is a music producer, moderator, and former host of one of MTV's most iconic shows back in the 90s. So get ready to learn more about the newest member of the Ghost team. Let's go!
Yes, 2.5 hours of the only music that counts on the show that's always more than metal, Headbangers Ball.
Vanessa Warwick was born in the United Kingdom, and from a very young age she had a strong interest in music, though it wasn't originally her career goal. In fact, she trained to become a physiological measurements technician for the NHS, the UK's public healthcare system, and worked in that field for 5 years before her life took a very different turn. Young Vanessa was full of curiosity and eager to explore the world around her, so in her early 20s she decided to leave her job, move to London, and reach out to an agency that specialized in media placements. Soon, she began working with the record labels, marketing promotions, and production companies, experiences that completely opened a new world for her. Then one morning, fate stepped in. Her agent called with an offer that would change everything: a job at MTV.
Hi and welcome back to the Headbangers Ball for a roundup of important news from America.
At first, Vanessa worked behind the camera handling production duties, but being someone always eager to grow and explore new challenges, she asked the network if she could try doing a field report. Despite some initial hesitation from the executives, Vanessa got her chance, covering her first live report outside an Overkill gig in London. So, how did Vanessa become the host of Headbangers Ball? Well, completely by accident. The network asked her to temporarily present the show until they found a permanent host. However, there was a catch. She had to do all the on-camera work while still being paid her producer salary, and even had to take care of her own wardrobe, makeup, and hair. Of course, Vanessa didn't stay quiet about it. She stood up for herself, demanded the pay and support she rightfully deserved, and she got it. Not only that, but she officially became the show's permanent host, a role she held from 1989 to 1997. Her secret to success: giving countless bands a voice and a platform to connect directly with their fans.
I never wanted to be the star of the show. I was there to be the conduit between the fans and the bands.
Right.
Because the fans know way more about every band than I can. And, you know, it was very important to me that the bands were given the chance to express themselves and impart information to their fan base.
Of course, it wasn't going to be easy for a woman working in a world surrounded by men, but Vanessa managed to win everyone over: the audience, the artists, and the fans. So, how did she end up becoming the host of Ghoulbangers Ball? According to Vanessa herself, she already knew about the band, and she was immediately hooked by their sound and the whole imagery around them. A few weeks before the Skeletour began, she got an email from the record company inviting her to a Zoom call, and during that call, they told her Tobias wanted her to be the tour reporter, creating content inspired by her old MTV show, and becoming this new link between the fans and the band.
I got an email from the record company Loma Vista, and they said we're writing on behalf of the band Ghost, and they would like to talk to you about a project that they would like you to be involved with. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. I was like, what's this about? And Tobias was a big fan of Headbangers Ball back in the day, and that he attributed a lot of his musical influences to the music that we played on MTV's Headbangers Ball, and that he wanted me to come out on the road as the tour correspondent.
Oh, that's
And
so cool.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I
Yeah.
was shaking, I was trembling, I was like, what, you know, so that was my immediate reaction. I just couldn't
Mhm.
believe it. And I couldn't even believe that he knew who I was, or that he'd even thought of me after kind of 30 years had passed.
Headbangers Ball was partly created to make up for the fact that fans weren't allowed to use their phones during the rituals, but it actually had a bigger purpose: to show fans the things that have influenced Ghost over the years. We're talking about musical influences, cultural ones, sci-fi, comics, art, all of it. Each Cool Bangers Ball episode drops little hints that guide you down a trail to discover what really shaped Ghost, their music, their imagery, their whole world. Thanks to Vanessa and GTV, we've been able to relive some of the most iconic moments of the Skeletour: the ritual ready ceremony, the countless appearances of Jesus, those behind the scenes glimpses, and of course her never ending quest for Toblerone Fudge. But beyond all that, Vanessa has truly become part of the fandom, sharing fan art, little words of wisdom, and keeping such a close bond with the fans, even joining events made by and for the community. So, really, thank you, Vanessa. You've brought so much to the Ghost universe, and we hope to always have you around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss more Ghost content. And remember,
Go live your lives, goddammit.